Hey guys, tip of the week here, and I want to talk a little putting. And I think putting is an area that if you've taken lessons from me here in the studio, if you've been in here and listening to some of the lessons I've given when it's talking about putting here in the studio, you've heard me say this. I think putting, the act of rolling a putt, is the easiest thing we can do in any sport. It doesn't take talent, it doesn't take athleticism or strength. It's actually very easy to move a putter back and forth to roll a putt. To become a good putter is not easy. We got to do a lot of things well to be a really good putter. And one of the things that I see oftentimes that really are holding people back from being a better putter than they are some simple concepts from a setup perspective and from the stroke perspective itself, right? So from a setup perspective, let's take a look at some of the common things that I'll see, right, as people are not necessarily the level of putter they want to be. Very common for me to see that ball position is closer to their back foot and their shaft of their putter is like leaning forward or de-lofting the putter. You're all of a sudden you're changing the tool. This putter doesn't have very much loft to begin with, 3-4 degrees on average. And when you lean it forward, now you're putting the loft into the earth, okay? Secondly, from a ball position perspective, when we play it back, that's going to tend to help us hit down on it, which we don't want with a putter because that's going to make the ball hobble. It's going to make the ball bounce. And as soon as the ball bounces, we lose control of it, okay? So those are two things that I see. From there, I'll see a lot of body motion as they move the putter back and through. And the next thing on the stroke perspective that I'll see is people move the putter back way too short and then move it way too far through. And one thing that you will hear a lot from me, if you want to be a better player, you got to do what better players do, and better players leave clues. You will never see a PGA Tour player, one of the most elite putters on the planet, set up with the ball closer to their right foot and their shaft leaning forward. Their ball position is going to be closer to their front foot. Some of them might be middle-ish, but never back. And some of them might lean the handle forward, but their putter is bent to allow for this. The lie and the loft of their putter is bent specifically to them, right? You will never see a lot of handle lean with a putter. You might see a little forward press to get the motion started, but it's not changing what that putter is because they've already changed the putter, okay? So set up, ball positions forward. Shaft is much more neutral, straight up and down, not leaning forward. Obviously, we don't want it to lean backwards, okay? From there, the best putters in the world take the putter back a little longer than it goes through. They set up with a wide base. They're bent over from the pelvis. They take this putter back a little longer than it goes through, so that is a time component, right, back through. You're never going to see an elite putter go like this. Doesn't happen, okay? So if we can get set up, good ball position, a little bit forward, shaft lean is very neutral. We're going to control the stroke a little longer than it goes back through, turn off all of our body motion. You're going to start to become a better putter, and you're going to start to make more putts.